Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. We are from BIT 27 ELXA, and we're reporting about Who Am I, the non-standardized personality test. So let's start.
What is the test about? The RIASEC test, also known as the Holland Code, is a widely used career assessment tool developed by an American psychologist, Dr. John L. Holland, in the 1950s. It's a personality theory that focuses on matching individuals with suitable careers based on their interests and personality type. The R stands for realistic. Individuals with realistic interests are practical, hands-on, and enjoy working with tools, machines, or physical materials. The I is for investigative. People with investigative interests are curious, analytical, and enjoy intellectual pursuits. A is for artistic. Those with artistic interests have a creative and expressive nature. Then stands for social, which individuals with social interests are people oriented and enjoy helping others. E is for enterprising. People with enterprising interests are ambitious, persuasive, and enjoy leadership. The last is C stands for conventional. Those with conventional interests have a preference for structured and organized activity.
Realistic. These people are more likely good at mechanical or athletic jobs. In this result shows that the person answered this test is more likely on innovations and technologies because it includes computers, mechanical engineering, etc. And also this person has a deep affection on helping others. Social. These people are likely work with others or with other people. In this test result from the person answered the question shows that these people are more likely to help others or educating others because it includes education, counseling, and public relations, and more and or basically these people this test helps them or us rather to find or look what is a appropriate career or job to take in the future.
Enterprising. These people like to work with others and persuading and performing. Ang enterprising ay tumutukoy sa mga taong mahilig manguna o mag-organisa at mag-impluwensya ng iba upang makamit ang mga layunin. Mahilig sila sa mga gawain na may kinalaman sa negosyo, pangunguna at pagkakaroon ng kapangyarihan o impluwensya.
How does this apply to our situation?
To career exploration, it will help you to improve your career satisfaction, and it will helping align your work life with your core interests and strengths. By applying realistic tests on personal development, nakakatulong ito para malaman mo yung kakayahan mo and mas makilala mo pa yung sarili mo. And by applying the personal development, it can be a powerful way to gain self-awareness and make it easier to feel fulfilled and true to yourself.
Job search. Understanding RIASEC coordinates our target jobs to search more effectively. So, we can focus on industry and roles that align with our dominant personality types, increase our chance of finding a fulfilling and satisfying job. Team building. The RISEC model can be used to create understanding the different personality types of team members. So, by assigning roles and tasks that align with individual strengths and stress, team expansion more effectively and productively.
Next, what are the practical ways to address probable shortcomings of our tendency? So we have the first one is self-reflection and journaling. So here, take time to reflect on moments where your tendency lead to outcomes you like to change. So, writing these reflections can help pinpoint patterns and triggers, giving insights into what adjustment could help you handle similar situation better in the future. So, for example, merong scenario na this day, and then naulit the other day, tapos nasa journal mo yun. So, nagkakaroon ka, nakikita mo yung pattern, nakikita mo kung naaalala mo kung paano ka nag-response that day, tapos this day, ganun ka pa rin. So, pwede mo siyang baguhin or making it better. Tsaka iisipan mo kung paano mo siya i-handle na maayos the next time na ma-encounter mo ulit that situation. So next is mindfulness and self-awareness. So practicing mindfulness increases your awareness of your thoughts and behaviors in real time. So techniques like meditation or simply pausing or access your reaction can help you notice tendency as they arise, making it easier to intervene. Okay. Sa mindfulness and self-awareness as Gen Z, tawag nga sa Gen Z, at my age, so need na very important sa atin ngayon ang pagiging mindful at saka self-awareness, self-aware. Kasi maraming mga matatanda nagsasabi na ang Gen Z ay parang basta-basta na lang, parang katulad sa social media, basta na lang post, basta na lang click ng play ng video, and then gagawin ko anong gusto sa harap ng camera, and then post. Parang hindi daw pinag-iisipan kung ano yung mga nilalabas, yung mga action ng mga Gen Z. So, as a Gen Z, makakatulong sa atin ang pagiging mindful tsaka self-aware, ang self-aware natin to be a better person. Okay? Lalo sa mga situation na dapat hindi naman required or depende naman sa'yo kung gusto mo maging proper na person, prim and proper. So, pagiging mindful at saka self-aware ang must have sa isang person kung gusto mo makita ka ng isang tao na ay maayos siya, kagalang-galang ka, gano'n. Okay? Kung paano ka nakikita ng tao, ganun ka nila itatrato. Yun nga sabi nila, kung anong pinapakita mo, kung maayos kang makipag-usap sa tao, kung maayos kang humaharap sa tao, ganun din ang tao sa'yo. Ang magiging response ng mga tao sa paligid mo, maayos din sila. Pero na lang, kung parang may ma-encounter ka na wala nga mindfulness at saka self-aware, kasi parang hindi nila nakita yun, basta na lang magsasalita, basta na lang nalapit sa'yo. So, that's it. So, next is seeking constructive feedback. So, other of the noticed our tendency from an outside perspective that we might overlook. So, seeking honest feedback from trusted friends, family, or mentors can reveal valuable insights. So, constructive feedback can help you see where your tendency are serving you and where they may need refinement. So, sa seeking constructive feedback, dito nalalabas yung paghingi mo ng opinion sa mga taong nakapaligid sa iyo, lalo na yung friends mo, family, and kung syempre kung may pera ka, meron kang psychiatrist na malalapitan. Okay. Sa kanila, pwede mo kapag naka-encounter ka ng mga situation or mga tendencies, parang pwede mo sanang i-consult na pag ganito ba yung nangyari, anong gagawin ko? Parang ganun. Okay. And to be note please, yung hihingan mo ng feedback, make it make sure na friend mo siya, na very very close, na sa tingin mo talaga mapagkakatiwalaan mo. Kasi if not, people knows kung ano yung magiging parang kahinaan mo, ganun. And then they gonna use it against you. Okay. So next is behavioral experiments. So experiment with small international changes in behavior. For instance, if you have a tendency towards impulsivity, try slowing down decision making by setting a short waiting period before acting. Over time, these small experiments can build into lasting changes. So dito sa behavioral experiment, Mm, halimbawa, kung madalas kang magdesisyon ng biglaan, yan, yung mga, kunyari, naisipan mo lang ngayon, gusto mo nang gawin, ganyan. Nakita mo itong maganda, bibili mo agad, pero hindi naman need. Okay? Ganon. Parang, pag ano mo siya, minsan, parang isipin mo siya na, parang maisip. Kahit ilang minuto lang sa paglipas ng panahon, ang maliit na bagay na pagbabago, kunyari, from this day, nakita mo sa sarili mo na ito ka na naman, gusto mo naman agad ito bilhin kahit hindi naman need, ganyan. Nare-realize mo siya that day, okay? Parang mapipigilan mo na yung sarili mo. Parang tutulungan mo yung sarili mo pigilan to stop that behavior. Sa isang araw lang, may gusto kang bilhin and then pinipigilan mo yung sarili mo. From that day, sa susunod pa na mangyayari pa, mapupunta sa ganong sitwasyon, kaya mo na, hindi ka na ganon ka-eager na makuha yung gusto mo agad-agad kahit hindi mo naman kailangan or hindi naman makakatulong sa'yo. Okay. So, next is emotional regulation skills. So, ito, emotional heavily influence our tendencies. So, developing skills like deep breathing, reframing, or grounding techniques can help them in check. So, learning how to manage your emotional responses enables you to act more intentionally with clarity. Okay, so sa ano to, kunyari as meron kang situation na na-encounter, may mga tendencies ka na. So, ang paghinga ng malalim, pwede maging technique mo yan bago ka mag-respond sa isang bagay. Okay, tulad ng, kunyari, relax ka muna. Kunyari, kaharap mo galit, ganyan. So, bago ka maglabas din ng words, mag-relax ka muna. Ikalma mo na yung sarili mo, pigilan mo yung sarili mo, okay? At saka, yun ay papasok ulit, yung be mindful ulit sa mga ilalabas mong salita. So, yun, kunyari, pag-isipan mo muna kung ano yung magiging react mo, okay, magiging response mo sa taong habang yan siya, galit siya. Tingnan mo lang, mag-relax ka lang muna, okay, pakinggan mo lang kung ano mga sasabihin mo muna, and then pag-isipan mo kung ano bang dapat mo maging response. Okay, so next is setting clear intentions and goals. So, being clear about your values and goals helps align your behavior with what matters most to you. If a particular tendency interferes with achieving this goal, so it becomes easier to recognize when it's racing and reorient yourself toward your values instead. Okay. Mas madaling gabayan ng iyong gawi. Okay, halimbawa, kung ang isang ugali mo ay nakakaapekto sa pag-abot ng iyong layunin, mas mabilis mo itong mapapansin at ma-action upang maitama. Okay. Pagpapalinaw sa layunin at halaga ng buhay. Kapag malinaw kung ano ang mahalaga sa iyo, mas madaling gabayan ang iyong gawi. Okay, kunyari, mahalaga sa iyo kung makagraduate ka. Yung utak mo, magsasend siya na, okay, mag-aaral ako ng maputi. Ganon. So, mahalaga na malinis at saka klaro ka. Kaya, parang iisa yung goal mo. Very clear ka. Talagang sinusunod mo kung ano talaga yung gusto mo. Helping yourself in that way na pagiging clear mo sa iyong goals at saka intention mo, makaka-help siya na para ma-achieve mo talaga kung ano yung gusto mo. Kung gusto mo makagraduate, ako gusto ko makagraduate. So, all the hindrances na nakaharang, so, I'm gonna make it clear. Like, most important is pagiging focus mo sa klase. So, kung gusto ko makagraduate, kailangan kong mag-focus sa klase. Tulad ko, halimbawa, very small point is kunyari sa isang online class, and then instead na nakikinig ako sa teacher, nagsa-cellphone ako. So the cellphone, dapat maging clear yung mind ko na nasa online class ako. So tatanggalin natin sa cellphone. As easy as that. Okay. Next is cognitive behavioral techniques, or CBT. CBT exercises such as identifying cognitive distortions or challenging automatic thoughts are valuable for addressing tendency that stem from thinking patterns. So, halimbawa, kung lagi kang nag-aalala, subukang palitan ang mga negatibong iniisip ng mas balanse o positibo. So, kung ikaw yung tao na lagi kang aligaga, ganyan. So, practice yourself na mag-isip ng mga positibong bagay. Mag-relax. Ayun, kunyari, paano kapag hindi tinanggap na ito ng ganito yung project ko, imbes na gano'n yung isipin mo, palitan mo siya ng mas, ng clear, ng positive, na hindi, ginawa ko naman yung best ko, sigurado ko, tatanggapin niya ni sir, tatanggapin niya ni ma'am, at least, ako, gawa ko yun, ginawa ko naman lahat para ma-meet ko yung expectation ni ma'am, ni sir. Okay? Instead na paghinaan ka ng loob, mag-isip ka ng mga positibong bagay na lalakas yung loob mo. Okay? So, next is acceptance and commitment. So, not every tendency is inherently bad. Accepting and even embracing some part of ourselves while choosing to change only the one that limit us can be liberating. Okay. So, ang pagtanggap ay nagbibigay daan na mas maayos na pagbabago ng walang negatibong pananaw sa sarili. Okay. Okay. Accept yourself. Okay. Kung ano ka, tanggapin mo. Mahalagang mas tanggap mo yung sarili mo kaysa ibang tao. Mas mahalaga din na kilala mo yung sarili mo kaysa sa ibang tao. Kasi, in the end of the day, sarili mo lang din yung nakakatulong sa'yo, lalo sa mga bagay na may mga problema tayo na tayo lang din yung kailangan din mag-solve. So, kaya, mas mahalagang tanggapin mo muna yung sarili mo bago mo ipilip sa ibang tao na tanggapin ka nila. Okay? Mas kailangan mo yung sarili mo. Okay, so, pagtanggap mo yung sarili mo, mas parang hindi ka negatibong tao. Okay? Kunyari, sabi mo, bakit ka ganyan, ganito, ganyan. Pero, maririnig mo sa ibang taon, ganyan yan siya, ganito yan siya. Pero ikaw, kilala mo yung sarili mo. So, ikaw, tatawanan na lang kasi, hindi mo na ako ganyan eh. Parang ganun yung, kung kilala mo talaga sarili mo, kung tanggap mo yung sarili mo, yung buong ikaw, maniniwala, kahit na anong marinig mo na about you, parang hindi ka naapektuhan kasi, hindi naman ako ganyan. Hindi naman ako ganito. Mali naman yan eh. Parang ganun. Tapos, kahit man na lang kasi hindi naman totoo yung sinasabi nila. Kasi pag galit ka, pag galit ka, sinabi nila ito, guilty ka. Okay? So, that's it for today. Thank you.